step is not there at the moment, but it can be there if you show strong and exceptional results. It's all about discovering what you can do to improve and push yourself to become a better manager and a better designer. So technical and management skills. No. So, if you believe that you're having, that you're working well and then you have good results and then everything is showing that you need a promotion, I think something is wrong with your manager. Because the most important point is you have to discuss with your manager every step of the way. He's in charge of making you grow. Game designers are not UI devs. They are not. You are partly in charge of the quality of the game on Android. But I'm working on a bigger plan for the game, the game design department. We are recruiting a lead game designer as soon as possible, and second, we have set up like a plan to have side projects, to have more training, to have a bit more game reviews and game sessions.
What have you done that explain the harder in your question? For me, the harder mean first bigger contribution. So have you ever think that even you spend more time in the company, have you contribute more to your team than the one who get promoted? And there are many other factors that relate to it, like communication. Have you communication well? Have you communicate well with your partner, your member, your teammate? Or you just only focus on coding every hour in the company? And also your influence. So how many time you spend, how many hours you spend to talk to your member, to support the newbie, or support the other, to try to talk to your supervisor, try to talk to your lead, and even try to talk to me, to make sure that you get you grow in the correct way to be promoted soon.
The contribution, the foundation. You need to have the skill to do a good job for what you are currently doing here. And then second thing is the suitability. So let's say you have all kind of different career paths, and each of the position will require different set of skills and require different mindset, and also different seniority, right? So you need to look into those positions and think what is the most suitable for you and what skill you need to grow on to be able to put into that position. And the last thing is the commitment, which is also something. Maybe it's hard for us to see the commitment in someone who didn't do the job well. But also, even if you do the job well, you need to show your commitment. It's also a kind of not just doing things well, but also showing the rest of the world that, hey, I'm doing a pretty good job here. Because you're supposed to know yourself best. So my advice for you is let's not just follow the money. Don't think about which position is more important, which position is pay better. Let's try to know what you love to do and then let's do that.
since I joined Gameloft 4 years ago until now, I gained 5 kilograms.
Yeah.
Working long and working without rest will not bring you as much benefit as you want or as you expect. So the thing is, try to manage your time well, try to understand more things than you know at the moment, and grow up in the good direction, in the correct direction will bring you more benefit.
Yes, the QA list and QA supervisor must start again. You can manage the people, manage the team if you don't know what the jobs, what they do every day, like ensure the qualities of the game.
You think everyone above you already have a very good place? You have two choices. You either stop trying, stop improving, you left, or you still try to improve yourself, and then new chance will come to you. If you want to take the position of your boss, don't try to take him down, try to move him up. If your department is growing, if your department is stronger than ever, then there's no reason for anyone to stay in the same place.
The QA supervisor, the QA lead, or the QABN beside the QA staff to improve their skill, improve their performance, to help them think about the future, the lighter future, not just we are going down.
Should have a risk plan every day. We should define, we should understand the scope of the project. We should focus on the risks possible happening to the project. And if we understand that from the very beginning and we try to update it day by day, keep good communication with all stakeholders, like let's say example, we are a porting team, we are working with iOS team. So let's try to keep the close communication with iOS team every day. Close communication with the local team, which is our team, right? Every day to see if we have any risk, any challenge, any difficulty every day, and we try to solve them on day one, not the next day, not next week, not next month.
Manager is not only just you. You also have the whole team behind you and supporting you, and you're not the one delivering the project alone, right? So you need to keep motivating your guys and make them always happy to come to work even if in the hard time, and happy to work for you, right? So you have to be nice and kind, etc., but also strict on the deadline. It's not like, yeah, boss, sorry, I couldn't do it today, I will do it tomorrow. It's like, can you?
So am I enjoying the job as a production manager? Yes, absolutely. I think the switch from being an operational guy with a project and with the deadline to being like a people manager that can spot quickly where the issues are and help grow the people is much more interesting for me. So yes, it's very different from producer. At the end of the day, I don't have a project to goal. It's funny. I just make sure that our department is the best and the most effective in all the studios we can have. So different, yes. Enjoyable, very. I very like this job. Well, so you have to make that switch, right? You have to realize that you're not going to gold projects anymore. And it's very difficult as a producer because you've been trained, I won't say all your life, but all your work life, to believe in the final date and do everything you can to reach that date with good quality, with keeping the motivation of the people high, with getting the best game. And then you switch to trusting people to do that and coaching them to even do better. And it's very difficult step to do, because if you believe you're good at something and people tell you, yeah, you have to stop doing that and you have to do this, then it's a very difficult step. So it was the biggest challenge for me was to really do the switch and believe in myself in a new position.
You can go and on Gameloft.com, as well as many financial websites, get the official report of the quarter. Every year, also like any other publicly traded company, Gameloft is publishing annual reports. So what you can see in those annual reports is what has been done, the results, and you have few words about the future. Obviously, we are not giving a lot of details on what kind of game, the name of the game, and how many, etc. But there are directions. Well, Hanoi has been set up within Gameloft Southeast Asia as a one of many other studios where we develop and we adapt games to a certain kind of platform in the deployment organization. We will continue to do that. Yeah, it would be cool if we could do some creations in the next 2 years. There's no guarantee that we will be doing that. There's just some willingness, but there's a number of steps which have to show that we have to show that to earn the trust and the interest from other people, especially top management, to believe that we could do great creations, right? I don't think, for me, as long as I'm going to be a studio manager here, that it is interesting to try to do creations, be happy to say, hey, we're doing creations, and then lay off all of our creation teams a year later because our games have failed, right? I think it is much better to do it slowly, to do things that we can under-promise and over-deliver, right? Vietnam is a very young country. We have very young, inexperienced people. We want them to get the first experience in this company, in this industry, and we hope that whoever has spent sometimes over the last 4 years or over the last 4 months is going to be in 2 years getting to a different, higher level in this industry, and hopefully in Gameloft too.